Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. I'm to see the world in action. What we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we're waiting for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Done with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free with me. Be free.
Hello! We are back. I'm so excited. How is everyone doing today? We're going to do a couple things today. I'm super excited about it. So today is all about coffee and tea, but mainly tea. And we are going to do this really cool, let's see if I can angle it just right. This is impossible only if you think it is. And it is literally super fragile because it's just kind of hanging off of this. But I'm going to put this next to my tea and coffee. So we are going to scroll this. And we are also going to, let me grab. I am going to start a junk journal with you guys. And I don't know if you guys know what those are, but they're basically like elements in a journal. And we are going to make our papers to start it. Just regular copy paper. I'm going to show you how to tea stain it and coffee stain it, as well as I have a couple prints that, if you always, of florals that we are going to make look vintage. Thank you, Debbie. And so we got a couple of those, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And we're also going to do some with like some edges off of them. But I wanted to start the junk journal with you guys. I thought we could kind of each time do a little bit on the junk journal, like sewing it together from start to finish. You did it. You did what, Robin? What did you do? Hey, Herb. Hey, Steve. Hey, JJE. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we have a new setup. So Jerry helped me with the computer, which I'm super thankful for. So thank you so much for getting me back live. I've missed everybody. And then we have a little new setup. I have some different cameras. So we have a saw cam. So you guys can watch me saw. And then we also have a crafting cam. So I am actually going to head over here because we're going to start this first. I have let's scoot my chair over here. I have my tea and my coffee already in like little thermoses. They're not really that warm right now, but so here they are. So we got this. And then I have a little bit of water as well as some cookie sheets because we actually have to put these in the oven. And I gotta remember which one's tea and coffee. Okay, and then I have a little bowl here that we can pour extras in with a spoon and have some paintbrushes and then my cup of water. Hey, Dennis, how are you? Hey, Blanca. So if you want to make vintage papers and you don't want to buy them, you can make them yourself. I do not have a colored copier, so I usually will have them copied down at my local store if I want color done. I didn't have time, otherwise I would have. So they're just going to be black and white with the vintage look, which I think will still be super pretty. I have this little bee tag that will end up cutting out once the paper is done. And then some music. Some music sheets. Those always look cool vintage. So what we're going to do to start with is I am going to do one with teared edges. I'm going to show you how I do this really quick. I'm going to move this. So you're just going to take a paintbrush and a little water, and you're just going to go around your edge of your paper with your water. And I might need some, I might need more. See, Steve, I said I'm going to dye my style anyways. I'm going to be messy. And you guys, I did something smart, and I put contact paper down on top of my workspace. So I can just peel it off when we're done and then and save my workspace. And I did end up screwing this in, so I can now do wood burning on the side. And then you're just going to kind of just tear your paper across that line that you have. Well, that one didn't go so well. We'll tear that better. I've missed all of you. How have you been doing? Hey, Angie. Yeah, I thought so, Robin. That way I don't like totally ruin my table, especially when I paint. Because I'm always constantly having to get a new piece of wood because it's like covered in paint. So since I'm a messy crafter, contact paper is a good idea for me. I'm just kind of, this water is just not wanting to really soak in. There. So we have a sheet that has like the rough edges on it. And I am actually going to do coffee with this one. Okay, I'm going to have to smell them to figure out which one is coffee. So with the coffee one, I'm actually going to put this in our pan. And then I'm just going to dip my brush. Where's my camera? I'm going to dip my brush inside my coffee. And we're going to go around the edges. I kind of wanted this to be torn a little bit more, just so it could get, when you have tears and you bring it back in, it actually is darker on the edges. Smells like coffee. Woo! We're just kind of painting it on. And then you can just pour it in the center. And I'm just kind of going over the edges because I really want the edges to be darker when we end up baking it. Get some underneath it there. Coffee. And it doesn't matter if there's air bubbles in because you're actually going to stack these on as you go. So there's this piece. We'll end up putting it in the oven at 350 and for about 5 minutes. But you can actually bake multiple. So that's what we're going to do. Since we're in coffee right now, we're going to go ahead and do multiple pages. And if you stack your pages, and you do multiples of like 3 instead of just 1, that middle one isn't going to be as dark as your other ones. So it gives you a variety. Hey, Rita. What brings you back to YouTube? Well, so I was actually on Facebook only because Facebook did a promotion that allowed me to get bonuses off of streaming on just Facebook. But they're over now. So now I can actually do both again, which is super exciting. So then we're going to go just kind of pour your coffee on, move it around, let it soak in. And I'm going to show you. Well, we're going to have to probably have it soak some more. Hold on a second. Get some more on there. Eventually, it will soak through all of them. All right. And then if you want another just dark sheet, you can just grab one piece of paper. I have a question. If I glued a picture of my family on a board, how would I seal it so the humidity doesn't make it come loose? I would use Mod Podge, Larry. Mod Podge is awesome for that. And they even have like outdoor ones too. But I always seal my photos with Mod Podge. So it's really simple to make vintage looking paper. And you guys will see it come out of the oven today on this live. We'll make sure that happens. And I think we should do a floral in coffee. So we'll do this floral in coffee as well. Oh, you guys, look at that black. Oh, nope, don't do that. That black with that tinge on it, that's going to be so pretty. You might need to print some more just in the black and white. This one's going to be awesome. Yeah, they do have a lot of versions, Jerry. I have dishwasher and some other ones. I'm actually going to do, let's do a couple more plain sheets. And then I'm going to stack 3 again on here. We'll pour more. I have dishwasher safe Mod Podge. I have photo Mod Podge. There are so many versions. It's crazy. I like the dishwasher one though. You can do cups and stuff. Oh, that's cool, Larry. Okay, we're getting there. We got quite a bit of coffee in here now. So I'm going to do a couple more. Now, you guys are going to have to remind me that these are in the oven because I'm going to start sawing and I'm going to forget about the oven because that's me. Your print, is that laser print? Yes, so I have a laser printer that is just black and white or gray, whatever. I don't have a colored laser, but I usually do a lot of black and white, so I figured, and they were cheaper than the colored one. And now I really want a colored one though. But now I just print my colored at like the print store. It's not that expensive. When you bake the coffee, is it going to make the whole house smell like coffee? No, not a little bit. It already smells like coffee because I made a bunch of it. Okay, so I'm going to do this tag really quick. So we'll lay this guy on here. And I'm also going to show you a couple spritzing options as well. I really like this black and sepia almost with this color. It's cool. Okay. You can even use like flour, or not flour, rice, and make speckles on your pages, and then just do the coffee with the speckles, which is cool. You can use a spray bottle and you can just spray on a little bit of coffee, or flick your brush and just make specks in your print. That will end up staying there, more speckled when it comes out. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do depending on what you want your page to look like. Okay, so this is coffee. So I think we got enough of them in there for coffee. I'm going to just kind of let these soak a little bit and pour a little bit more on there. And then I'm going to put this to the side without spilling coffee everywhere, possibly. I'm going to grab my other one here. Yeah, it looks cool with the art papers. I like it. What am I on? My cookie sheet's not flat, I guess. Go figure. So now we're done with the coffee for now. Now we're going to grab our tea. Now, all I had was peppermint tea right now, so I don't really know how the peppermint's going to be, but we're going to try it. So I'm going to pour a little tea just in the pan itself first, because it's going to definitely be lighter. It's going to be more of like a yellow. Oh yeah, paper. I had paper dolls when I was little. So I'm just going to smear this around a little bit under here. And I'm just going to use my coffee brush because it don't really matter. And this is going to have more of like a yellow tone to it. That looks like a waste of good coffee. It's not a waste of good coffee. We're making art. So stick this guy down. Now, the different kinds of tea that you can do are going to give you different looks. They all have a little bit different coloring, so depending on what you get will make a difference. Spill the tea, Shay, spill the tea. You guys are waiting for me to spill, aren't you? Okay, so what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to do the same thing we did on the other one. I'm going to see if I can actually. We're going to get it wet a little bit. Might be too wet. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to hold up. It's a little wet, so we're gonna just rip the edging off a little bit. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It's not supposed to be. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Okay. So same with the coffee. You're gonna go around the edges and fold them back over a little bit. And those edges are gonna get dark. It's like open paper. All right, we're gonna do another flower one. We're gonna use this one, which I love. Super cute. You're gonna set it right in there. And these ones like to curl, so do the edges first so they don't curl up on you. And I used about 8 bags of tea bags, 8 tea bags. So the more you use, the more color you'll get, or longer you let it seep. And then we're gonna do a music sheet. It's steaming. Can you guys see the steam? We'll do a couple pages of blanks again. And I'm going to try to use the tea that's in here because it's going to overflow and I am going to spill it everywhere. And when these dry in the oven, they actually lift from each other. So you don't really have to worry about them sticking together. When they start drying, they get kind of crispy, and they will actually lift from themselves. But we are only going to do like 5 sheets at a time when we put them in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to do one more of these in the tea. And I didn't do any music sheets. In the coffee. So you want to do that. Just grab a couple more sheets here for the tea. We're kind of at an angle a little bit. Whoop. How many of you guys dye your own papers? You guys can use like avocados to get a purple too, which is kind of cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is since I have it right here, I'm going to go ahead and put a music sheet in the coffee. Because we didn't have one. Oh, look at I'm goobering. Making messes like Shay always does. Just gonna finish this off here. And if you mix a little coffee in with your tea, it's not a big deal. It just gives you a different color. Got one more of that one. Let's see. So you could actually leave it just like that if you wanted to and not cover the whole thing. But my book that I'm doing, I want them covered, or at least mostly covered. All right, last one. All right, so hey Alexander, how are you? Hey Nancy. No one likes goobering. Well, I'm probably not one to watch then. I will be goobering over everything. Okay, so I'm going to put these in a bowl. And I'm going to take my sheets. I'm going to take a few sheets out like this, and you just strip them off. And then you can put them in another cookie sheet, or you can put them in another pan. I'm actually going to move this out of the way. This is where Shay is going to make a mess. Okay, so then I'm going to just lay them in my pan. We can actually grab a few of these. So we'll start with those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pot that we just put these papers in. I'm going to go put it in the oven, and I'm going to set a timer. So as I go do that really quick, I'll be right back.
Gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. Don't leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking, the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let
All right, I need to change out my blade really quick, and we are going to saw while those are baking in the oven. And you guys have a little blade issue. I cleaned up my saw room, and I ended up finding a bunch of blades as well. And now for something completely different. Okay, you'll see, Billy, in just a second why it does go together. I'm actually going to use some of the papers as the backing of this. But I don't know what blade is what. So we're going to be a trial and error on the blade situation. You sure you got paper in the oven? Well, that has something on it. See, this could be like a big issue. I set a timer. So hopefully I won't forget about the paper. It doesn't take very long, so I don't need to start a fire in the kitchen. If it does, I'll angle the camera. But I think we'll be okay. So now we are going to do our tea photo. And I am going to start on the outer edges because these are heavier pieces than the middle. And then I'll do the words in the middle. Let's see. Find a hole here. Oh. Too low. Hold up. Hey. Billy, I can't say that word. Words are hard. I didn't make a button that words are hard yet. But we are going to, when I start sawing, we are going to play trivia. All right. Hold on, let me get my answers up here. All right. What is the biggest island of the world? Biggest island of the world. All right, here we go. Oh, paper timer went off. Okay, let's see. We're going to do another 3 minutes. I'm scaring Brian. We just have to guess sometimes. I like the wind shade. Honey, did you set another timer? Yes, okay. Hey, Doug. Australia. Hey, Donna, how are you? Who is here? You mean Jerry Woodworker? All right, and your answer is the answer is Greenland, with an area of 2,131,000 square kilometers. When did Princess Diana die? Oh, timer's going off for the paper. Okay, I'm going to show you really quick. Hold on, you guys. Let me get this. Oh my goodness. So this is really hot. But I wanted to show you, they separate from themselves. So they end up being separated. These ones these are still wet. I need to make them drier longer, but there's our music sheets in there. I mean, they are starting to separate a little bit. This bottom one is probably getting close. Now these ones are a little light for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little more coffee on them right now. And then put them back in the oven. You can do that. So I just can't set this down. So we can just dip a little more coffee. Smells like coffee. Trying to not turn them too much. All right, so I'm going to go put these back in the oven really quick. I set a timer. I'm covered in tea and coffee. Try not to get it on my pattern. Oh, I wanted to show you. Look it. I got a new cup. It's all sparkly. It's a shea cup. Aw, thanks for the stars, Donna. All right, let's get sawing. Look into the camera. It's up really high. And then I can't see or film it. Hey, Wes. We're to your left, Shay. Because you're going to give me a hard time, aren't you? I think if I can get... I'm just worried about burning my house down, that's all. Did I miss the trivia answer? No, you did not. I am going to say it right now. The answer is August 31st, 1997. Huh? I have a timer. When was America affected by Hurricane Katrina? I'm not sure what this one is. I can't remember the name. I'm going to tighten this just a little bit. The year my first great-granddaughter was born. And down here, Katrina is still affecting the area. That was bad. Greenland, Nancy. And that is the answer in 2005. How many bones are in the human body? I know there's a hole here. Okay, there we go. Bones 56 is my guess, but I think I'm wrong. I think there's more than that. But good guess. 206, 206. It doesn't seem like we have that many bones. But if you count all the little tiny ones. What was the last question? My brain was, how many bones in a human body? Ah. I think I got an old blade. Oh, that's our timer. I'm just gonna put some more in as I'm sitting here. We'll, pull out as well. I'll bring you one that I just pulled out. So this is one that we just pulled out of the oven. It's all dry. And my lighting is kind of horrible. But it's all vintagey looking. I love it. It's got good color. It turned out awesome. So this will end up being, I will iron it because it's kind of crinkly. But this will end up being folded in half. And then this will be part of my pages in my junk journal. And then, of course, I will have the backside. I most likely end up folding it this way. And then I'll have other pages in here. So, but I think it's going to look really good. And let me see if this camera angle is better than that one, because that one has lights. There we go. Now you can see it better. So here's the paper. A junk journal. not a drunk journal, a junk journal. So that's one of the pages. I think it turned out really cool, you guys. This camera lighting's better because the other one has kind of a yellow tinge to it. So I'll end up ironing these. I just use parchment paper and then iron it down a little bit. But this will end up being pages in there. Or if you want, you could just cut off pieces depending on what you want to use and glue it in your journal as well. You can do that to your resume. Especially if you like were applying at like a coffee shop. might be like a really good idea, to be honest. Okay, so the answer for the last one is 206 bones. I saw the answer in the chat. Who discovered the cell? That is your next question. Who discovered the cell? You were off just a little. It's all right. I'm just going to smooth this little line out a little bit. Wasn't as crisp as I wanted it to be. So what I'm doing is I'm doing these smaller cuts in the teapot handle first, and then I'm going to do the center cut. Because if I do the center cut first, I like to do all my small cuts first. It gives me more stability when I'm sawing. Hey, Steve C., welcome back. Hooked, but not Captain Hook. All right, so I'm going to find my tool here. Okay, this one's kind of a hard one. So, who discovered the cell? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull my paper out of the oven. Three more minutes. Okay, let's just hope it. I actually said the timer right. I am going to give you the answer to that one because that one was kind of weird. The answer is Robert Hooke. Oh, you had it right, Rita. You had it right. When was the first dollar coin made? The first dollar coin made. Hey, Maple Tree. We are cutting This Is Impossible Only If You Think It Is. And it's a Alice in Wonderland with a bunch of cards and a tea and a cupcake. We're attempting to. I'm having a hard. I haven't sawed in so long. I've lost my pilot hole game here. And we also have paper in the oven that we are baking. You Googled it? Okay, I'm gonna go check my timer.
Such a wonderful day. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, 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 snow, hold you in my arms, won't let go.
Okay, where's the cat? This one doesn't have the cat on it. Just the bunny and the watch. Let's see here. The answer was 1794 was the first dollar coin. How many countries are there in England? The question was, how many countries are in England? Okay, my timer's going off again, so I'm going to check that. You guys, some of these are coming out really cool. They're like almost speckled. I'm just grabbing them out as we go, and I'll show you guys them all to you once we're done. I don't have to keep stocking each time. There's so much coffee. There's so much coffee. So if you guys are on Facebook, you guys can't see YouTube comments. And if you're on YouTube, you can't see Facebook comments. So if you guys are hearing, or I'm saying things, that's why. Good question. I should look at that again. How many counties are in England? Not countries, counties. So you weren't words are hard. I think it's counties. Yes, it's counties. How many counties are in England? Hey, Lynn. And the answer is 4. How many teeth are there in an adult's mouth? Oh, come on. I know you're there. There's so many drill holes in this thing. It's hard to tell. Well, we're going to go for the one I can see. Oh, nope, I don't really want that one. We're going to go for that one. One side says 27, the other says 48. Four came from the last question, not this question. We're still lost on the England one. There. I didn't write the question, and I already have a hard enough time reading them. Guys, there's hole. There. Oh, I lost my shoe. Timer. I'm cooking paper. Ava would like to know what we are cooking. Nothing exciting for her. All right, the answer is 32 teeth in an adult's mouth. Name 3 wonders of the world. You can drink. It broke. Pulling some more out. Oh, I was getting a blade. We are just going to actually open up a new pack, even though they're Trios, just so I know where I'm at. I can judge it better. My mom's potato soup. That's the wonder of the world. That's awesome, Maple Tree. Yes, you can drink, Steve. All right, maybe I'll find my pilot holes better with a smaller needle or blade. I don't know why I said needle. It's like a needle. And I'm down too far. All right, before we start, I'll give you the answer to this one and then we'll get another one. The Great Pyramid of Giza, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Lighthouse of Alexandria were the ones that they gave. Which Friday brings a lot of happiness? blade in properly, and that's what happens, especially with these small little blades. If you do not get your blade in your saw the right way, especially when you use like a 3/0, they will just break. Sorry, Jerry. This might be one of those nights. Whenever I end up with my blades in a jar, it's usually a fun night for everyone else. I just don't feel like I'm in here properly. I did not make this pattern. This pattern, I bought rights to off of my studio software, and I really like this designer. He's done a couple of them, and they're actually not scroll patterns, but he makes them so close to being scroll patterns that I can make it scrollable. So, but I thought it would be a perfect one to do tonight while we dye our papers. The timer's going off again? Okay.
Sing, won't you sing with me? Leave everything for me. Stay the night. Oh, miss you flying. Walk through the rain with me. Get some to your skin, feel free. Shut the world out. Let's hang out. I used to see your colors, now it's gray. Till I met you at the concert the other day.
Okay, so I'm going to do this guy. Put it right in the hole. There we go. right, now your answer to your question is the Black Friday brings people happiness. So these ones actually, you guys, they came out almost like an orangey color, which is kind of interesting. It must have been that tea that we used. Which city did the cartoon The Simpsons live? Don't join a gym, join a Dave. Dave likes to go to the bar. Black Friday does not make me happy. I don't know why that's a thing. Black Friday is crazy. You're averaging 10,000 steps a day? That's good. You're building muscle. That's why you're not losing weight. And the answer is Springfield. That guy out of there. Robin, when do you get your new saw? Yay, Alex! All right. What is the capital of Italy? You're dealing with hot glue? Oh. Hot glue hurts. See, this is like being funky. I feel like I should know this because my wife is Italian, but I don't, LOL. Barcelona? Probably wrong. The timber for the workshop arrived last week. We start putting up the new workshop tomorrow, Monday. Awesome! That's awesome, Dale. Yay! That's exciting. Okay, I'm going to go grab the next group. Gotta peel these apart. We got 2 more batches to do, and then we are done with our papers. And then we can show them. Timer on. For some reason, YouTube unfollowed, and I had to search and find it again. Weird. Oh, you know what? I think they will unfollow after so long of you not watching a video from there because I haven't been posting them there. So that might be why. I'll try that. All right. The answer is Rome. All right, there better be a lot of answers in the chat for this one. Which sweet thing is generated by bees? Hey, Janet, how are you? I'm going to tighten my blade. Scotland needed poop. There's a little tiny five. And the answer is honey. All right, got another timer going. Oh, that's why. Oh dear. Oh, you guys. So I put some papers up on the oven because I was pulling them out to I was rolling them out to set them up on the stove so that I could put new ones in. And then, well, I didn't realize one of the burners was on. So, yeah. We lost a few pages, but that's it. Just a few. I'll show them to you. Hold on a second. I gotta get this next batch in the oven. Well, I was kind of wondering why there was like this purple, perfect circle, like in the middle of the paper, and I thought it was just sitting there. And then I realized it was like coming through the backside. So I had set them on the burner that was on, not knowing that there was a burner on. So I set it on the hot burner. So we lost a few sheets. It burned through quite a few of them. So that's a bummer. But we have a lot more. Well, because Brian was making ribs, and so he was cooking the sauce for the ribs on the burner, and I think he took the saucepan out to the grill and left the burner on, and I didn't realize the burner was on. So we lost a few papers. Yeah, that could have been really bad because no one was in the kitchen besides Ava. Luckily, it didn't light on fire because they were kind of wet still from being in the, well, I didn't, those are the ones I was going to put back in and do a second bake on. And, yeah, I didn't realize that he had the oven on, or the burner on. And he did. So there you go. But that's okay, because we have a lot of papers that are completely usable for our junk journal. I hope we have a fetish for firefighters. You're nearly calling them. Actually, I do like firefighters. And my kids all said that I'm not allowed to have a life alert button when I'm older, because they know I'll just be pressing it for them. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
There was a burner on the stove.
Really?
The back burner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's still on.
It's still on?
Yeah.
Oh. No, the other one was. Oh, were they both on?
No. You did it.
No, it was that back one.
No.
Yeah. He's like, no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was his burner.
You burned the paper, didn't you? Trying to blame it on me, huh?
I did. I didn't burn all of them. I just burned a few of them.
It's kind of a cool look.
It is a cool look, but it's gonna stink in the
It's
book.
a burnt look.
It's a burnt look. I have a glass top. That's what we have too. I hate it because the surface. Yeah, that was fun. We only lost a few. We have a bunch still, so that's okay. I mean, I have one more set in the oven still. It's only paper. Luckily, not the house. The bad thing is I can't smell still. I haven't been able to smell since December when I had COVID. So I didn't even smell it burning. And I know it has to smell because burnt paper, it's got to. But I don't smell anything. Okay, so where were we? Oh, where were we on questions? Did we do another one? I can't remember now. How many days are there in Fortnite? We'll do 2 more minutes and then I'll show you all of our papers. How many days are there in a fortnight? I already see the answer. Love Angel, there is 14. What was the full name of Michael Jackson? I really would like to use two O's. The full name of Michael Jackson. I'm going to change my blade to a 2-0. Back to a 2-0. Michael Percy. Okay, hold on. Oh, I forgot my oven mitt. I need the oven mitt. Okay. So here we go. Here are the papers that we just pulled out. I'm so excited. There's that floral one. Some of these came out kind of spotty with like, oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on, let me change to my, let's change to this other camera since it doesn't have the light. Okay, there we go. That's better. Move all my tea and stuff. So this one almost has like a orangey to it, which I think is super cool. These ones came out kind of spotted. This one is got a little, this one's super dark. I like this one. I like how the edges are that way. And here's a full, more solid one. The longer you let them sit, the more color they'll take in. And then this one has like spots in it, but it's also full. And then a darker one. Just get a variety. I like this one too. Get a variety of papers. I actually used peppermint tea. That one's spotted. These are some of the plain papers. More spots. This one is more, look at that, has like that little spot in there. Just super cool. More music. These ones have like a peachy tone to them. And then, you guys, this one ripped a little bit more, so I'm gonna have to cut it up a little bit. But this one was on top of this one, and so it actually made like a frame piece, which will be super cool to use in the book. So here's that one that was all torn, and now we have this framed piece, which is fun. This one is super orangey. And then these ones are more spotted. I probably would have left these ones in longer It's just where the divots went in. So these actually stayed in the divots. The tea did. That one's little speckled spots. But I think overall, we got some really cool papers. What I'll probably do is soak some of them for probably like an hour tonight, just so I get an even finish like this. I like this even finish more. So I probably do another batch and just soak them and really let it sink into the paper so I can get an even coloring on that for the remaining pages. But those are the ones that we made today. I just need to iron them down and then we can fold them. We'll end up sewing them together and folding them all and sewing them together for our junk journal. And yeah, so it should be fun. I'm excited. Good night, Dale. Have a good night. I got all fancy now. I know it's weird. I gotta remember to push the right button. Okay, I'm going to give you your answer here. The answer is Michael Joseph Jackson. What day is celebrated the 26th of December? Return unwanted Christmas gift. The day after Christmas, Boxing Day. Boxing Day. It's not over. It's coming again, Billy. There's only like what? I don't even know. I saw a post the other day. There was only so many Fridays left. I was like, are you kidding? I feel like we just got our tree down. Crazy. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I had to get a hair tie. My hair is starting to get into my saw. Safety first. Since I tried to burn down the house already tonight, probably shouldn't rip my hair out in my saw. And the answer is Boxing Day. I'm hiding until February after the credit card bill comes in. You solved your hair problems, buzzed it all off for the summer. Awesome, Janet. I wish I could. Well, kind of. I'm actually growing it out right now. Let's see how long I can get it. Let me see. What is the national dish of America? The national dish of America. You shaved your head, Jerry? Have a good night, Alexander. Thanks for coming. You're overdue for your annual haircut by 2 years. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. Your hair is past your waist? Oh my goodness, that's crazy long. Crazy long. The national dish for America is the hamburger. When is the Harvest Day celebrated? That is not one to touch. we go. The day the government check comes in to not grow food. The day of harvest. Is Harvest Day hippies or weekend? I don't know. It just says the day of harvest. And it gives me it, and you're supposed to know the date. The date is September 23rd. Is the day of harvest. For harvesting what? I have no idea. This is a good one. What is the rarest eye color of redheads? We're going to actually cut this edge off. Have a good night, Dennis. I think it's one blue, one green. Black, green, green, blue, green. The answer is blue. Not many redheads have blue eyes, I guess. Red hair out of the box does not count. Red hair out of the box does not count. When was Google founded? Probably going to do this one right here. Now I have some more to grip onto, and that's why I cut the edging off so I could have something to hold on to a little bit more. My blade got loose. You can feel it right away once something's funky with your blade. So just stop and adjust. Now, really quick, while I got you on here, I want to say a big thank you to my sponsors, Seyco Scroll Saw, which is the saw that I'm using right now. If you're in need of a new saw, contact Seyco at Seyco.com. They do have other tools like the scrollers drill. They are amazing. Let me just put this in there. And then Haitekcrafts. They are the wood that I'm using. They sell premium Baltic birch in panels. Check them out on Instagram and Etsy at Haitekcrafts. And then so Harneal Media used to be my sponsor, and now I am co-owner of Harneal Media. So if anybody needs a website, help with marketing, any of that, let us know. Check out harnealmedia.com. We are now on Instagram, Facebook. We'll be kind of going a little bit everywhere. But if you need a site, Steve's amazing. He does all my stuff. And I am now doing graphics and media stuff for Harneal Media. So check us out at harnealmedia.com. We just launched a brand new website. Oh, and here is our website. Oh, I didn't tighten my... Oh, hey Steve, will you put on Harneal Media's website? It just gave me an error. The answer is Google was founded in 1998. What does Bella mean? You have to type in the prefix for the links to work. Oh, I'll have to fix that in my button thing. What does Bella, the word Bella or name Bella mean? Steve, I'm pretty sure it didn't let me put that in. That's why. Which is weird. Ah, okay. I'll change it. It does mean beautiful. Man, my little guy is not wanting this. I have it in here funny. It's twisted at the top. Now it's not wanting to go in. Want it to twist the other way. There we go. All right. So I am going to leave you with that. We are going to be working on this on Tuesday as well. Because I am back now. Tuesdays at 9, Thursdays at 9, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook now. So we will finish this up. I will work on it this week as well. I want it so we can actually finish it on the next live. Because there's a lot of little tiny cuts in it. But look at those cards. How cool are those cards? This is going to be so cool, you guys. So cool. I can't even wait to finish this one. And I have another one that is more simple. It's got the teapot with the hearts, and then it goes down time for tea, and then it's got a cup at the very bottom. So I want to do this one as well. But I think this is going to be like super epic once it's done. But I had to keep stopping because we were baking our paper. So we did our paper. So next time we'll just be able to really focus on getting this guy done. But I will work on it and show you progress on my Instagram and Facebook as we get through some of this. And JJE, yes, please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself. I would really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. And if you guys do paper, start trying to do some of your own vintage paper. Tag me in it so I can see it. I would love it. So next on Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to make the cover of our book, as well as build these into folded pages, and I'll teach you how to tie them into your book. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the junk journal, you guys. Should be awesome. And we'll work on it. We'll work on the junk journal together. I kind of want it to be a Midnight Scroller thing, and it's actually going to be the Midnight Scroller junk journal. I think we have enough stuff that would be kind of cool to make it into that. Hey, John, you got here just in time for me to get off. we are leaving ya. That's what's happening. So yeah, we got the new setup. We got music. We got all sorts of fun stuff. I will be back on Tuesday. We'll finish this guy and start our cover for our junk journal. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I missed you all. And I will see you on Tuesday at 9 o'clock. All right, you guys, have a good night. Thanks for coming.